What's up guys, Moon here, and we're at the Etowah Historic Site, Etowah Mounds, Cartersville, Georgia. Stay tuned. We were going to view the gift shop and everything and the museum, but it was very, they have a capacity for it, so we're going to do it last. But here's a wattle and daub house. It's pretty interesting. Let's go in here and see. You see at the top it would funnel smoke out. That's pretty cool. And actually, surprisingly, it's about 90 degrees in here today. It's really cool. It's really cool to touch. So the fire would be like right there, and just funnel out that way. Feel the wall. Oh, it's cool. Like it's cool to touch. Yeah. And there's one of the small mounds and the biggest mound right there. I can't remember how many feet it is, but I'll let you know when I see it. And yes, there were people buried under there, and the chief lived right on top of it. Let's get on over there. Here's like a thing of what they used to play, a game called Chunky or whatever, and they'd carry these spears 8 to 15 feet in length to play with these cylindrical stones. It's pretty cool. Look, that's kind of how it would look like. That's pretty cool. Oh, I'm about to get ready to ascend. This one is big. Big. It's probably 40 some foot tall. You guys can pause it to read that. But we're on the top of the largest mound right now. Very high up, as you can see. The second largest mound is dwarfed in comparison, and the third is even smaller. But you get nice views of all this. You can imagine what they seen and thought back whenever they were, the Etowah Indians were living here. It's just beautiful. And if you look out here, there's little indentions here, out there, and over there. There's actually more mounds, but they were really, really small and have kind of eroded away a little bit.
I don't know.
And while enjoying the view, I believe that's a nuclear plant. That's a beautiful sight. Nature is beautiful, isn't it? Also, I want to bring up a rumor, a possibility. There's rumors and also articles from like the 1930s that they found giant 30-foot skeletons in the ground here. Now, it's been pretty mum about it since then, and when we go to the museum, a lot of the artifacts are not from here. They're from other sites nearby. But yeah, it's something food for thought. Maybe, you know, maybe it was. I don't know. Let's put that out there. Also worth noting on this large mound is where they think the chief had his house and he would have stayed. So we're walking right on where he would live. They moved out to like the Etowah and Coosa River Basin in Alabama in like sometime in like the 1600s, I believe, or 1800s. So the Etowah Indians, they survived today. Now we're on top of the second mound, which I think construction began on it around the year 1100, and featured these cylindrical building at about 42 foot in diameter that seems like it was burned down every time they reconstructed. That's cool. And there's where we were standing on the big mound, which this is maybe half the size of it. It's pretty, you can tell it's pretty massive, but this one still is bigger than the smallest mound. And there's the Etowah River. Seems a little up today. And as you can tell, this place is very well kept. Cartersville's doing a good job. And pause it if you want to read it. But this was like ceremonial mortuary. They found all kinds of artifacts, including from Hernando de Soto, his visitation, which also could have been what brought the measles here, as we read earlier today, that they were stricken with measles at one point. But we're not going to climb this mound. It's very squared off because it's the smallest and the biggest and the other. We're going to actually go see the river now. Here's the Etowah River. And never mind what I said earlier about it looking like it was up today. I can see the bottom. It'd be a real nice day for a swim, but there's a sign over there that instructs me not to do that, so I'm just going to push Big Country in instead. You can pause and read that if the sun isn't too bad, but basically they made this big V shape right here to funnel fish in there and make it easier for fishing. It's really genius. Really genius. There's the large mound. As you can see, we've made it to the museum. There's like a timeline of artifacts, and we're going to go backwards in time. You can't see that one because of the light. That's cool. You can see the hunting and fishing, and there's a turkey bone. I don't know what the middle one is, and that's a black bear jawbone right there. Very cool. Look at the little fish hooks they made.
It's a deer mandible. Deer jaw.
And that is a deer jaw. Turtle shells. There's a bobcat part of it. It's really cool. They build their corn cribs like that and put ladders to them so rats couldn't get in it. There's a house like we saw out there.
Oh. Canoe.
Really cool.
Here it is.
Here's a replica of something found somewhere else. Effigy found somewhere else. They believe they probably made those as well. And there's a disc that would go on your ear.
I wonder if that would be like.
And this is what those like little effigies would look like. And they would do that with them as offerings. It's cool. And these were the chunky stones, some of them. It said that the people would take them and like, they would pass down between generations, and they keep very good care of their chunky equipment.
Probably fake.
Yeah. They use this to excavate the mounds. So some of Hernando de Soto's men, Spaniards, they stayed and lived with the Etowah tribe. That's pretty cool. None of the Spanish chroniclers mentioned the mounds of Etowah. Only their party was forestalled by high water and remained there 9 days. That was it from the Etowah Mounds Historic Site, Cartersville, Georgia. Thank you guys for watching. Check my playlist. Moon Man,